Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Lanolin, and I have done quite a bit of work off camera. Look at this. Look how nice it is. So, to give you an idea, this is where we're going to build our blaze farm. Look at that. We got our blast furnaces going. We've got 2 stacks of steel. To give you an idea of how much work I've been doing. I've gotten 2 stacks of steel done in the time that I've made all of this. Did all this up here. Looks real good. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. It's a real nice looking building. And it fits. It fits our style real nice. And it's hidden. Like, you can't even see the whole building at any point because there's trees everywhere. And that's awesome. Look at that. It's 2 levels and everything. I'm really impressed with how this turned out. But anyway, the real impressive parts are going to be this kick-ass blaze farm. So anyway, I wanted to make sure I did everything on camera. So first things first, we need to get the lights in. So I made some lamps, which are really easy to make. I didn't make them on camera because they're like really easy to make. I hate that bug. There we go. These are regular lamps. Now normally I would make inverted lamps, but due to the nature of this, now the spawner isn't affected by light because it's a tier 5, but I'm gonna, keep it dark in here anyway, just because, it looks cooler. Of course. And it's already gonna be kind of like lit up in here anyway. It won't be too dark in here. Alright, so getting up there. So first things first, we need to climb up there to put the cage. Hook the cage up and all that fun stuff. Now, whoop. The cage is going to go right there. And then I'm going to have this right here on top of the cage. Now, if you watched my last series, you've already seen me make this. Not as, like, pretty as this one is. The other one looked nice, but that wasn't nearly as nice as this one. What the fuck? I guess that's just a graphical error. Oh, maybe not. There we go. And then this will run all the way down here. I really hope I did that right. I'm gonna be really sad if I didn't. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, we'll test it and see. If not, we can come back. So this part's easy. We're just going to run this all the way down here. Ooh, I should light this up, actually. There we go. Even though the lights will light it up when they're on, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to have the lights on at all times. Though actually, the red from... Yeah, fuck it. Just put one right there. I was going to say, the light from the wires should actually be enough to keep monsters from spawning, but screw it. I'm just going to make sure everything's lit up properly. Okay, so there's the lighting system hooked up. This is all hooked up, and then now we're going to go down here. Because I'm literally all like ready to go to make this. See? Oh yeah, totally prepared. So I was actually thinking about doing it off camera just because I've already done it before. But I was like, nah. Okay, now this right here is when we're going to need to turn these pneumatic tubes, some of them, into... Actually, let me think how I'm going to do this. Because the timer is going to hook up to this as well. Because I'm going to control everything with one switch. Just so I don't have the timer ticking away all the time. So when I flip the switch, it should, like, this is on by default. And these are off by default. So when I flip the switch, the lights will turn on and this will turn off, and vice versa. This will turn on and the lights will turn off. So what we need the timer to do is the wire going into the timer needs to be off for it to work. Okay, cool. Sorry, just thinking out loud. Oh man, that's why I had redstone in my inventory. So I guess I wasn't completely prepared. I was, but I forgot why I had redstone in my inventory. That's okay. It gives me time to think. So yeah, the timer is going to make the, we've got a transposer sitting in there that's going to suck up all the blaze rods. And all that fun stuff. But the transposer needs a timer to tick, to tell it to go. Okay, so yeah, we got a transposer sitting down there. All the water is going to push all the items into the transposer. That's why this room is a 9x9, because it's 9x9, but it's 7x7 on the inside, which is perfect. And actually, we can get rid of all this now. We no longer need this. I'm actually going to let... Whoa, what? Oh, never mind. It was combining into the... Yeah, I forgot they do that now. Okay, so now that we've got this, 1, 2, 3, 4, because we only need a few. I do need them. There we go. Now what we can also do is take this jacketed wire and hook it up like that. Haha. This is also how we're going to get the timer to work. So we're going to do this like that. Guess we don't need that right there. And then run this on here, and then there's the timer. Now see, the timer ticks, which is good. But that's not what we want it to do, actually. We want it to... Actually, yeah, that is what we want it to do. But we don't actually want it to hook up to this, now that I think about it. So we do want this here. We do want that there. And we do want this timer to make that tick. Good. So for now, let's put this on like some ridiculous time. So it's not constantly ticking while we work on this. Now there's probably a really simple solution to this. I'm trying to think of what it is. While we're thinking about that, we're going to run our pneumatic tubes the rest of the way. Whoop. Okay. It's going to come out here. And that's where it's going to meet the barrels. Now remember, you can't put anything in the sides of barrels, only on the top and bottom. So just like how we have it set up outside with our farm. Same concept. And they'll like automatically sort themselves because barrels are kick-ass like that. I don't have any barrels made yet. Actually, I meant to do it, but I'd forgotten. So no worries. So anyway, we're gonna have our lever right here next to the pipe. So we should actually go ahead and hook that up. Create an alternate path down here so we can start running our wires and getting everything hooked up properly. Ooh, wow, I actually might need to get more red alloy wire. Damn, I thought I made it like more than enough. I guess not. Okay. Now, this is how it's going to react in its on state. That's what we are testing right now. I guess actually technically this is going to be its off state. It's just easier that way. I need more wire. Actually, that's perfect because with it off like that, it'll hit this and it'll trigger those, keeping those on. Oh, awesome. This actually turned out to be a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I just need more wire. So let's go do that. I'm going to go ahead and cut here, make the materials that we need, and I will be back to finish up this build. Alright, ladies and gents, we're back, and we're ready to hook this up. There we go. Now, with that hooked up, what we should see... Oh, I glassed it in, by the way, because watching people put glass panes in... I forgot I hadn't actually had the soul shard in yet. I was ready for shit to start spawning, but actually... I think we are ready for shit to start spawning. So now we should be able to just run in here. That's in there. Now it's currently being disabled, so the lights are on, they're not spawning. Perfect. So let's turn this off. The lights should turn off. These dudes should start spawning. Yeah! And now they're gonna die. Now they will spawn ridiculous amounts, see? Now, other than a little bit of lag, we can pretty much leave this on all the time. Like constantly. And it'll just spawn ridiculous amounts. Look at that, we already got 3. And they're gonna get sucked up by the oh, actually they're not getting sucked up. I need to adjust the timer. Let's put it on 10 seconds. That's good. Because they don't, it takes 5 minutes for stuff to despawn, so like I got time. Now the water's gonna push everything in there. When it ticks over, it's gonna suck all the blaze rods up. We actually should have some. Oh, we don't. Oh, you know what? Oh man, I need my screwdriver. I was just thinking, you know what? It's probably turned around the wrong way. I forgot I never adjusted it. Because I can never tell which one is the front and which one is the ass. Like, I always forget. See, I was talking about how prepared I was. I'm not even prepared. Where did I put my screwdriver? Screwdriver. Where are you? Whatever, I can just make a new one. It's really easy to make. It's 1 piece iron and a stick. Oh yeah, in case you're curious, there's the recipe for the lamps. Regular lamps, not inverted lamps. Again, I didn't use inverted lamps because this wouldn't have worked the way that I wanted it to. Like, it still would have worked, it's just the lights would have been on while they're spawning, and that's lame. They will still spawn though, I believe. I'm like 85% sure. Okay. There we go. Now when this ticks over, it should suck up more. There we go. Unless it just keeps sucking. Oh my goodness. I don't even need a timer. I could have swore I needed a timer. Well, sweet. It's one last laggy thing we gotta deal with. Well, in that case, I'm gonna do what I can to save, there we go. Whatever. That's fine. And I can just leave that there. I'm not too worried about the redstone piping. But anyway, shit works. Look, we already have 52. Now, what we can do eventually is knock all this out, get a bunch of turtles set up with diamond swords, and make an XP farm. But we need to get into Thaumcraft before we can start doing stuff like that. And that's something that hopefully I'll get started with here soon. We shall see. I gotta build a big, awesome building for it first, and I just built this one, and I'm not in the mood to build anything right now, so probably not any new additions for a little while. But man, we do need to get started with Thaumcraft. I might just suck it up and build a building anyway. But for now, I'm gonna turn this off. And yeah, let's go take a look and see what else we can do this episode. I'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gents. I've got a few things ready. I got a couple things I want to do. And when I remember what they were, we'll get started with them. I do, however, know that I went ahead and made some hollow cobblestone covers. so I can make this look all sexy. Oh, by the way, I've just been letting this thing run. I don't know. I think it's been like 20 minutes since I cut, and we've got 6 stacks plus 10. Now, I did notice one thing. They tend to float over to the side sometimes, and they'll live a little bit longer than the rest of them. But they like, I've watched them for a little while, and they always eventually gravitate over to the water and die anyway, within a couple minutes or so. So it's not like they're just like gonna live forever because they're sitting over there. They float around and they do die. So, and actually, now I'm gonna leave it on. Alright, so actually what I wanted to do, I remember now, is actually come down here and grab my squeezer, because it's not doing me any good down here at all. It's just sitting there doing nothing. Now, eventually I want to have the squeezer in a room with a tank, so all of its delicious seed oil can drain into a tank. But for now, since my power is kind of trapped in my basement, I'm going to have to move it down here to my basement. But that's okay. That is okay. I hope these being next to each other won't cause a problem. I'm going to get rid of all these Buildcraft power pipes because I don't actually need them anymore, because they are being replaced by redstone energy conduits. Now, I'm in the process of making, like, I need to get another diamond so I can make another little cube energy cell. Oh wow, that's draining pretty quick. What the hell? Oh shit. You know, actually, fuck all these. Jesus. I think it was just like blah, 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 and then, yeah, calm down. Calm down. Okay, so yeah, it had too much power in it, and it was going nuts. So yeah, once its power chills out, then it'll calm back down. Whew. So there we go. We have a surplus of energy now. That's good, because we should be powering this as well. Oh, you're done finally. Holy crap. That's right, because there's a shit ton of energy in here. So it probably just got everything it needed and just poop, here's your realizer. Awesome. And we got our squeezer. Now that we have our squeezer, I actually need to grab all my seeds. Shit ton of seeds. There's some seeds. Seeds. Now, once we get started with bees, our goal is going to be to actually breed some of these trees with the bees. Like using the bees, because the trees can, you can do genetic stuff with the trees just like you can do with the bees. And we want a chestnut tree, or a walnut tree, or something like that. Because getting seed oil from just regular seeds kind of blows. Chestnuts and walnuts are much, much better at providing seed oil. So, yeah, that's going to be our goal with the trees, at least. There we go. Getting some seed oil in there. It takes a little while, and I'm probably just going to bucket it over to this thing. Because why not? Or I guess I could make another carpenter for just seed oil. And I could put that carpenter... Now, it'll still have to be in here because of the whole power thing. That's fine. So in between episodes, I'll probably make another carpenter. Though actually, it wasn't very hard to make. Carpenter. Whoa. That's easy. Let's do that. Let's make another carpenter real quick. I know we need a lot of bronze. Bronze. And we need copper, and we need some tin. Damn, I only have 2 tin. Oh, no, never mind. I have a shit ton of tin. I'm like, oh no. Bronze, right? Okay, good. Just making sure I'm actually making bronze and not something completely ridiculous. I know that I still gotta make this. Yeah. I just figured I might as well get it ready. There we go. Got our sturdy casing. What else do we need? Glass. I didn't forget. What? I made a centrifuge. I didn't want to make a centrifuge. Okay, that's fine, actually. I wouldn't mind having another centrifuge. So now I've got 2 centrifuges, which actually is okay. Not what we wanted to make, but I'll take it. I think that's it. Yeah, I put copper instead of bronze because for some reason I thought I needed bronze there. But it's okay. Again, we can actually use that other centrifuge pretty easily. And look at that, we have exactly enough bronze. There we go. Carpenter. Such a noob. So we're going to run back down here and hook up this other carpenter, which we will then dedicate to seed oil. Awesome. What the hell? There we go. And this other centrifuge, I'm going to... Or have I made a centrifuge? Yeah. I should have 2 centrifuges. But I'm going to put it in my B area just because that's where we're going to have it anyway. Like, regardless of where our power is, our centrifuge is going to be over here. And also, I might be redesigning this B area, actually. For the purposes of automating a lot of the breeding and everything, I'm not sure if this setup's going to work too well. We'll see once we actually get started with it. It's still going to be a little bit. I need to make my power more portable before I can start getting started with before I can get started with other stuff. But that'll happen soon enough. No worries there. So now that we have our steel cooking away, our blaze farm ablazing, we need to take a look at creating a low pressure boiler. We need to make these. We need a bunch of iron plates, which I was working on already, which is good. I'm going to look into exactly how many I need. I'm going to try and do that next episode. I'm probably going to do a lot of mining in between these episodes because the LCS is on. Haha. So I'll be mining while I watch. So I need more iron. I'm going to make a bunch of iron plates. We'll see what happens next episode, but I'm planning on the next episode being us building the low pressure boiler and all the commercial steam engines, not the hobbyist steam engines. We're going to be using commercial steam engines to supply our main power supply. And then I don't know what I'll do with these. I'm using charcoal, by the way. It's working out pretty well because I have such an excess of wood. Charcoal is going to be our main source of power generation. Ooh, what's taking all that? Is it the squeezer? Oh, cool. You can see the indicator. That's badass. I like that. Cool. So anyway, I'm going to make one more apiary. Actually, I can do that right now. Since this is done. Let's get rid of all that. And before we wrap up the episode, we're going to make our last apiary, which is just... Oh, I need impregnated wood, don't I? I need impregnated casing, which I need to put in a carpenter with seed oil. Gimme. Gimme. Oh, it has water in it. GG. Where am I going to put this water? I know. For now, I'm going to put this water right there. I feel like a retard. Fucking gimme. What the hell? What the hell? I don't know why it's not giving me this damn water. Oh well, I'll look into it in the next episode, in between episodes, and see what I did wrong. I'll make the other apiary, and then I'll just show you guys how I did it once I figure it out. I don't know why this isn't working. It's really making me sad. Unless it takes time to fill up the bucket, which would make sense. Requires energy. You have energy. No, it's blue. Empty tanks with the pipette. Okay. Oh wait, no. Whatever. I'm gonna take a look at this off camera and see what's going on. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.